Okay guys, now that we have assembled all of the figures for the Hydra Stomper, we shall now build the Hydra Stomper. As we can see, we have the legs, and it's easy to tell them apart because we have these little clips here. So we'll just put them in, plug them in, plug them in. Alright, then we take the arms and do the same. But we apply enough pressure that they do snap in completely. And we see that it doesn't want to do it, but it will do it because we're going to make it. And then we have the other arm. We'll just go ahead and do a little squishy squishy while we're doing it. That arm went in fine. Just trying to line it up, and it didn't want to line up. See, it's poppy off. Same thing with these. It's a fine line between enough pressure and not enough. So we'll just go ahead and just move this back a little bit. Take a more piece and get this guy in there. Now he does have the backpack that just pops in without a problem, and you probably can't see it because the figure is a little bit taller. So yes, the backpack just slides in there. All the arms are in there. I am going to buy me a new stand here. Okay. See the head, and you do have the two heads here. Steve Rogers or the other Hydra Stomper. There we go. And there we have him. Okay, now that we have it in there, it clickies now. Nice sounding ratcheted legs. And we see the hands here. Did not have any repulsors in them. We have the chest piece here that does. Nice, the star. So we'll take a start to look at the legs first. We see we have the hole here. Comes up. The legs do bend. And it is on a ball joint, so it will rotate around. It also has ankle rotation. As far as the part goes here, it's part of the normal connection, so it will have the upper thigh. So let's move the hands out of the way and see that this figure can do a semi-good split. And backwards and forwards, pretty good. Now it has no waist articulation, but this, not really an ab crunch. So we have rotation at the waist, but no upper thigh, upper chest piece. The diaphragm, as I've heard it called, but your diaphragm's right in here, not up here. Anyway, anatomy is not. So as we look here, his arms go forward and backwards. Pretty good size. This folds up, so you can do a nice T-pose here, but it will bring it down eventually. Now, like I said before, his arm rotate around. He has a bend at the elbow, and the wrist does rotate around. You do have extra wrists if you do want to change them out. That is up to you. As far as his head goes, since it's on a peg, he can look down some, up some, but rotate around. Now the backpack is stationary, so it will not move out of there. So if we get this guy measured up, we will see that he does come in right at 7.5 inches tall, a little bit more like and 5/8. So, if I do bring in another Marvel Legends series from that line, we can see he does come in a little bit shorter. He is a little bit taller. Warhammer figure. He is still a little bit taller than that figure. And bring in a Stormtrooper. And see, he is a little bit taller still. Always nice to have a little bit taller for a Build-A-Figure. So, final thoughts on this guy. Was it worth it? Yes, I do think so. Now I'll have to open up Peggy Carter and get them standing side by side on the shelf. So until next time, guys, like, subscribe, and keep collecting.